Assalamu alaikum. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. My dear respected brothers and sisters, today in these dark hours, we stand in solidarity as a single unit to put an end to these atrocious, vicious, inhumane, evil acts of massacre and genocide by the Israeli government against the innocent people of Palestine. It deeply saddens me that as I speak, our Palestinian brothers and sisters are gathering the remains of their dead. Evil has no friend. Today they attack Palestine. Tomorrow it will be others. Palestine today comes forward to the international community, to us, because it believes in justice, it believes in peace, it believes in the freedom to live and the freedom to dream. It believes in the freedom to have basic human rights and the freedom to build a just and peaceful nation. My dear brothers and sisters, the increasing Israeli aggression and oppression against the people in Gaza Strip has confirmed their evil and vile intentions of extinguishing the Palestinians in the same manner as it did in the dark days of Al-Nakaba in the 1948. The Palestinians were and are forced out of their homes and their peaceful nation. They took shelter in refugee camps in one of the most horrific campaigns of ethnic cleansing and dispossession in the modern history. In those desperate hours of darkness, Palestinians look to the international community and organizations such as the United Nations as a beacon of hope and light. That is why we are here today. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a long struggle for the Palestinians. Let's salute their courage to bury their dead in masses, including infants and babies, every passing breath. Let's salute their belief in hope in the history's darkest hours. Let's salute their deeply held moral values, their steadfastness, creativity, and the innovative abilities of survival. Let's salute their spirit of steel and human compassion. And let's salute their will to live in the midst of bloodshed and war. Ladies and gentlemen, today we stand together here as one united nation. Regardless of any human agendas, ethnicity, religion, or any culture, we stand together as one to help the poor Palestinians being victims of the Israeli massacre. Palestinian is in the dire need of help. We have not heard a single word from any Israeli official expressing their sincere concern to save the peace process. On the contrary, the world is witnessing a massive increase in the bombings, military assaults, in blockade, ethnic cleansing, mass arrests, attacks by settlers, racism, and acts of sheer hatred and incitement. What permits the Israeli government to blatantly continue with the genocide? What gives them the right to continue with these aggressive policies? Their perpetration of war crime has arisen from its conviction that they are above the law, and it has the immunity from accountability and consequences. It has arisen from the failure of international community to put a stop to their acts of terrorism and annihilation. The moment has come for the world to say enough of aggression, bombings, genocide, settlements, and occupation. That is why we are here. Time is running out. Hope is withering away, and the rope of patience is becoming shorter. We must unite together to raise the voice of justice and peace, to wake up the United Nations, to wake up the Human Rights Forum, and to wake up every nation in the world to save the innocent men, women, and children from the criminal massacre. We will not accept anything less than the independence of the state of Palestine, and for the Israeli government to stop the genocide and be held accountable for their inhumane acts of crime. we have a moral duty and we must act fast. I am not a religious scholar, but I can say for certainty that the great prophets of God from Adam, Ibrahim, Isaac, Moses, Jesus to Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon them all, would never consent to the atrocious and brutal acts of violence by the Israeli government under the lame excuse of religious motives. Now, I don't have anything against my Jewish brothers and sisters. I love them. But as a human, I do have a lot to say to those who shed innocent blood. Well, the Israelis have got one thing right. They are the chosen people, chosen for the doom and wrath of God if they don't stop the genocide. I conclude with one thought of global unity. You don't need to be a Muslim to stand up for Gaza. You just need to be human. When evil strikes Scotland, we become Scots. When evil strikes Syria, we become Syrians. When evil strikes Iraq, we become Iraqis. And when evil strikes Iran, we become Iranis. When evil strikes